Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Emily. This is Step Summarize, and today we will talk about AssetIT. We will get to know AssetIT's overview, why we choose it, and AssetIT in details. Now let's get started with AssetIT overview. So AssetIT is an IT asset management tool, stand for ITAM for Jira. It's designed for organizations of all sizes to track physical assets, software assets, and consumables. Here we have AssetIT charts package in Jira dashboard. So now with our new feature, this one, you can see your assets in details with a quick look at the Jira dashboards apart from our dashboard in AssetIT. So apart from the reporting and analytical capabilities, AssetIT is also bring you a robust AssetIT asset booking system. So you can book your assets, make a reservation, and so on. Here we have 6 key features of AssetIT. You can take a look. In the 6 key features here, I'm really impressed with QR code generation. With this one, you can print it down and maybe stick it on your assets, and then if you need it, you can just scan it, and then you have information about the assets. Also, link assets with Jira user is also a very good feature. While you're working with an issue with Jira, you can link your asset, and then here you have a shortcut with your asset, not just AssetIT itself. So why we choose AssetIT? We have 5 reasons here for you to see. The first one, expertise and experience. This one, well, I must say we are quite proud of the deep understanding in asset management, because AssetIT is designed mainly for asset management for assets itself. So we can proudly say that we are experts in asset management. Also, we have a very comprehensive solution. As you can see, we have user-friendly interface, very detailed instruction about docs, about how to use, about video, and about this one, right? The third one, tech-driven approach. And the fourth, cost savings. You can see our cost, our price and charge in our main website. And most importantly, it will be free for a small team up to 10 people, so you can use it. And the last one, enhance your productivity. Now, let's explore more about AssetIT in details. Okay, with AssetIT in detail, we'll do it on our app. So you can asset your Jira, and then choose app, click on your wishes app, and here we go, AssetIT. With AssetIT, the main screen, the first screen that you will hit on, that is dashboard. With this one, you will have a general view into information, the data that you have uploaded in the app. And this one can be customized by the administrators. I will talk about it later. Moreover, you can just these are shortcut buttons, so you can just click on the button on the icon, and then it will move you to the area that you wish for. It will move you to asset, to accessory, to licenses, components, consumables. It's pretty easy and also convenient. Now, let's talk about assets. Now that we have the dashboard, just move to assets. To manage assets, there's many ways. I will show you how assets can store your information. This is the asset screen, so you can see the whole any type, and everything about your assets that you have saved. You can also see the detail of the asset. For example, click here, click right on the assets, and then you can see the name, status, asset tag, model, serial if you used to put it in, and the date that created, updated, and more. There's also will be a general QR code for you to print it down, and then you can stick it, as I said before. This is the info, the detail of the assets. You can also see more about the detail, what issues that is linked to, or purchase code, purchase date, Also, the accessory that has been linked to the assets, and the license as well, and components that has been linked to the assets. The next one, we have booking list. So here you can make a booking form. This I will tell you later. And the next one is gallery. So you can add more pictures, more images to the assets to have a more visual image for the assets. And the last one, history. So here you can see who has changed anything about the assets, or even who has booked the assets itself. Back to the assets window. Here you can do a lot of things with an asset. For example, you can create new assets. You can import assets from your own file or export it into CSV or PDF format. You can also duplicate it, edit it, request for an asset, or even delete it. With deleted assets, you can permanently delete it, or you can just delete it, and then it will be stored for 30 days. Let's try with create a new asset. So we clicked on the create button, and then here we have a list of things that you need to fill in. So there's one thing that you need to know, that is you must fill in the compulsory field with the red star. The rest can be optional, but my suggest is that you can fill in all of it to make sure that you can manage your asset properly. With asset name, you need to give the asset a unique identifier for easy tracking. This could be a descriptive name like office laptop or PC or iPhone 7, and you name it. So right here I will name it office laptop. The asset tag can be automatic, but you can also set it if you wish to. This one will help you to use the assets tag to physically label and track the assets. The model of the asset. Here, you can specify the model of the asset, such as the make or the model of the laptop or the version of the software. I can choose his model MacBook. Here we have new button, which means you can click here and it's a shortcut to the asset model right here. This I will show you later, but you can create new model. And next, status. Status indicate the current status of the asset. For example, it's archived, or it's pending, or it's ready to deploy, or it's undeployable. So here's the four main and default kind of statuses. And you can also customize it. You can change its name, like in use, or in storage, in repair, or in retired. So I will choose it ready to deploy. You can see the note. This asset can be checked out. Serial number. Input the serial number of the asset because this is really particularly useful to track hardware asset. But since we have filled all the compulsory fields, so I will finish the creating. That will be more like a department. I will show you. Department is indicate which department the asset belongs and is it in use by whom or who. For example, we have marketing department, sales department, or HR department that is in use with the asset. And you can totally create new department here. For example, I will create marketing department and submit it. Right now, you can choose marketing. Location. You can also add location here. We have new button as well. These are all the shortcut to this. So you can create it easily. For example, I will add location, Ho Chi Minh City. Oh, location, I will add Manhattan and city, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Oh, there's no Vietnam. Yes, it should be, right? Okay, it might take a few minutes. All right, create. Now we have location Binh Thanh. Supplier. Supplier is where you can add the supplier, for example, Apple. Yeah, it's easy, right? Requestable. Notes, you can add some notes like this is ready to deploy, or this is only for marketing department. Image, you can add more image for it. And this one is optional as well. Custom field is what I will tell you later in this section. So basically you can just add more fields, more attribute that you wish to here. You will need to create it first and then add it into this one. For example, I have created the color custom field. So I will add it here and I will type, for example, I have like white MacBook. So I added white. You can add more. Of course, it's up to you. Now that we finish everything, we submit it. Now you can see our just created asset right here in the list. So we will manage the same for accessory licenses, components, and consumable. This will have the same function. You can just manage by editing, duplicating, requesting, and deleting a component or an accessory or a consumable licenses, and to name it. So we will move to the next part, which is link assets into a Jira issue. I have here a work management Jira project, and before you can link an asset into a Jira issue, make sure that you have added in the project. So I will access to the project settings and click to issue types. Right here, I will add the external asset platform and set it to AssetIT. And that's how we have AssetIT into your project. Now we'll be back to the project. For example, I will click to this issue. Here we have AssetIT already, and you need to add the app here. Add the asset field. And you can link assets right here. For example, you can link MacBook Pro for the video issue. And that's how we link asset into the Jira issue. Okay, we move to the next part, reports. You can just click on reports here and you will be navigated into report page. I will divide it into three sections. The first one will be all the reports, so where you can first click on new report to create a new report to build it. And the second one will be public and private reports, where the reports will be saved. So with the public section, you can choose it, and then you can see the reports that published for everyone can see it. There's a button here for you to set it. And second one will be private, where I storage the private reports, and only you and the administrator can see it. I will click on a report for you to see. So if you choose, for example, my report, then there is the design, the build for you to see, and it's all set. So right now you can just click run report. And here we come, the report results. You can also export it into CSV or PDF file. And after you setting anything here in a new report, you can click save to save it into public or private reports. Okay, let me show you how to run a report. First, I will give it a title, for example, me, Emily report. So I will make it public, which means I will not click into this button. And now I would like to show the assets with asset model, name, contain the word phone. If you want to add more condition, you can add it here, or not, you can just remove it. And for select fields to display, here you want is the field that you want it to be shown in your report. For example, you want it to show everything, you can just select all, or not, you can click to turn it off and then choose what you want to show. And this. Now that I finished customize my report, I will click run report. It may take a lot of time if your report needs some, but here we have the report, and you can also export it into CSV or PDF format. Now, if you click save here, it will be saved into the public one because I choose to publish my report here. It will be saved custom, that what I customized, and run again in case the data is different from the previous one. And you can delete it or duplicate it. Now that we have the report section, next we will move to assets booking. This one is very convenient. and handful, if you ask me, because you can make like reservation for the asset that you want, and then the administrator will consider if your reservation is come first, and then give you the asset, so assigned to you, check out to you. Here, you can click on the asset booking button, and then you have the window of it. This is the calendar, and this is the booking form. So you need to fill in asset, user, who is making the book right here, making the reservation right here. Time, when do you want to have it, and when it will stop. Is it indefinite return or not? And if you want to tell the admin anything, just add here. I will make an example. Let's say I would like to book an iPhone, iPhone 11, and this is me, Emily. Time, I will choose from right now until tomorrow. Okay, and then submit the form. Here we have the booking asset form. Finish it. The iPhone with asset tag, location, department, and submit it. That's it. Now you have to wait for the administrator to check out or did not decline your reservation. Now what we have left is notification and setting. First, with notification, this will provide you timely and relevant updates on changes to asset assignment, minimum accessory quantity, or asset booking, and more. So to see or to know about your notification, just click on the notification here in the left sidebar. Each individual notification can be clicked on, and so you can be navigated to a detailed information page. For example, this. And all users, they will receive a notification when an asset or accessory or anything related to assets is checked out or assigned to that user, and also checked in and unassigned to that user. Also, a booking asset has been approved or declined. There's notification not only on the app but also via your email. For example, I got this email from AssetIT that my asset booking has been declined by the admin. Okay, there's one left for us to talk about users. Okay, which is setting. So when you click on setting, there will be a drop down list containing a lot of things that you can that you can set, you can customize as a user. The first one will be custom fields. I will tell you about the functions first. So custom fields is for you to add more fields into the list of items that you need to fill in when you create an asset, components or consumables, and you name it. So basically, it will help you customize the field, maybe the default field, for example, and add more information, because the more specific information is, the more easier for you, and it will be more convenient and effective for you to manage the assets, right? Okay, the custom fields will have two sections. The first one is field sets, and the second one is custom fields. Custom fields 1 is where you can create more fields, as I mentioned, and field sets is the set of fields. This one will be assigned into asset models. So basically, when you choose asset models, when you create asset, if you remember here, create asset, and you have the asset model. So when you choose the asset model, there will be the list of fields that will go with the asset model. And these are the asset model that contain the field set here. Oh, this one, how about this? Okay, one moment. Here, when I choose demo 2 that I said before, there's a custom field for, there's a custom field sets for it. So the custom field will drop down to fields that I have added in. Okay, no more confusion. I will show you exactly how it works. Add the field set. I click new field set here, and choose the field that I want it to be displayed, and added in the name, which is, for example, demo number 3. And I save it. It is definitely here. Also, you can export it as CSV or PDF format, or you can edit or delete it. Now that we have the new custom fields, new field sets, you move to asset models and you create a new model, for example, model laptop, and then choose everything that mandatory. And at the field set, you can add the demo 3 that we have just created. Now we save. And then we go back to asset or accessory licenses, anything that you can create it. Now at the model, we choose what we just created. For example, demo. And here we have color inversion. Or you can choose office laptop. You have version and date, just like we created. Okay, that's it for custom field sets. Now we move to custom fields. This is simple. You can just you can create new custom field here, or edit it, or delete it, or export it as usual. When you create new, you can choose between what kind of field that you want it to be. For example, it's a text box, it's a list box, it's a text area. You can type multiple line, or a checkbox, yes or no, and radio button. For example, I choose this one. I click next, and then fill in the name of the field. For example, I want it to be order, or okay, note. And then here we have the format for the test. For example, only words, or word with dash, word with number, anything, boolean, date, email, IP, and you name it. Now done. And the field has been set here. So you can also add the note here, and maybe demo number 4. Save it. Yes, and then you can just add field set into the asset models. That's how asset model works. Now we move to department. So MSI department, category, location, suppliers, manufacturers works the same kind of functions. So you can create it, import new, or export it, or edit and delete it. Just the same, create a new department, for example, sales, marketing, IT, or what else? Maybe HR, or you name it, right? Okay, so I will pass these and move to status label. Status labels is the label for the status. So in AssetIT, we have 4 statuses. The main statuses, which is deployable, pending, archived, and undeployable. So exactly how it named, deployable means it's ready to deploy, to check out, or to assign. Conversely, we have undeployable, it's not ready for it. Archive is already archived for some reason, and pending is not ready, it says on delay. So you can create new stated labels. So stated labels basically means you have more, you don't want it to have this name, you want it to have more name, for example, ready to assign or ready to use. That's it. So you can choose it based on the status of the asset. For example, I will create new status label as a is on hold, and set it as pending. Maybe you can add some note, for example, marketing team, and then submit it. Now you have the status for it. And do you know where it comes? Yeah, it's right here. Whenever you create anything of your assets, you can just see the status and select the status of it. Here on hold, we just created. Okay. And next one is asset tag. This one can be set automatically or not. It depends on your requirement and need. So you can click on automatically button, and then let it automatically set for you. It will be when you create some assets, for example, an accessory. When you create new, order example, create new asset, the asset tag is right here. Okay, it will be automatically here. And what you can do is you create the increment, the prefix, this is optional, and the length of the text, and then submit it. And the last one, custom panel. Oh, this is not the last one. Custom panel is where you want it to, like how you want it to be displayed in a Jira issue. So earlier I've been telling you that we have we can link asset into a Jira issue. So a Jira issue here, and we have AssetIT here, so we can get to decide that what is displayed over there. For example, assign to is displayed, status is displayed, and department location, and you name it. So you can just drag and drop and save it. It will be the same with all the kind of assets. Okay, the last one we'll have in preferences is, in setting is preferences. The first one is the dark mode, which is just the brand new features that we released this month. And okay, here we have the instruction to enable dark mode. Access the theme setting by click on your profile avatar at the top right corner here. It will be synced with your Jira profile. And then we have theme, we have dark. Here we go. And for languages, we have support for many languages here. First will be these, and then there will be more. So you go to account preferences, you can click here, or you can go by the setting. Here, manage account, and then you will navigate it into account preferences. Now we choose the language that you wish to, and then click. Here we go. It's changed everything. So we just reload the. Okay. And the last one, notification. At this, okay, give me a second. I will change it to English. All right, notification. This is the setting for you as a user. Whether if you want to receive the notification from all users or not. If not, you can set it here. This is for email, and this is for app notification. Directly sending to you for via app or not. Here we go. This option will have to be managed by the admin, so you cannot choose it. Okay, now we click save, and you cannot receive any app notification. And that's it. That's a wrap for AssetIT in detail for users. Okay, with AssetIT for administrator, I just have some instructions. It will be just the same with users, but just extra some customization, which is okay. The first one I will talk about dashboard. Dashboards, as I mentioned before, where you can see all the information, the general information, a general view for any assets that you have. And of course, you can customize it. You can choose either you want this component by categories be here or not, or other else. You can also expand it to see more particular. All right, now we have the setting button right here. Click on it. Okay, let's move me here. Right, the dashboard setting will allow you to remove or add it in. Okay, now we add some row first, I will select this one. I want to display assets. So I drag. Remember to read first. So you need to choose whether it's a chart or a table. So we choose a chart, drag it here. And and here we need a pie chart. So here we go. And now I save it. Wait a few seconds. And now the dashboard is yours. The next one that we can talk about is managing people. People managing is like you can choose whether that person can view all the detailed information. So you can just click on the people on people button here, and you will see the list of people who are in the app in your organization. You can also sort it down. Okay, here is what I am really interested with. That is, you can click on people, and you will see all the information about that people. For example, what accessories they are having, and the licenses or consumable. You can also see the history that when this person updated any accessory, any assets, or create new or check in, check out. You can also export it, and you can start it into ID. You can search anyone you want. Emily, for example. Oh, I'm sorry, by name. Okay. Here we go. The next one I would like to talk about is reservation. So here, you can whether see who is in approval, who booking, is in approval. You can get to choose. Sorry, you can get to choose to decline. The next one I would like to talk about is reservations. So you can get to choose to decline or check out, check in any booking orders from your users. Also, you can check and remove declined booking or what booking is start today and overdue. So you can check decline it or check it out, and that's it. Loans is also a setting of administrators. So you can see like the overview of all the settings that have been checked out. So you have a general information. For example, you can check all loans, who is assigning or who is having the asset, and you can check it in. Overview is also listed. Here we have types of the checkouts. There's two types, booking and direct. The booked assets refers to items that have been approved or checked out through reservation. We just review it. And direct means the asset that has been loaned out and checked out directly without through a reservation or approval process. Now we move to permissions in the settings. Permission is where you can manage the admin or the user, any people that you want them to have some permission to manage AssetIT. Here we have three asset schemes by default, which is admin, editor, permissions in settings section is the settings for administrators as well. So here you can see three main defaults of schemes: admin, viewers, and editors. So permission settings is where admins use to manage access level of other members. For example, you want this person to be admin of the science, but you want other person just to be the viewer, so they have no permission to edit or delete or anything else, just view. All right. To manage this one, you can either choose create new scheme and add filling. For example, I want it to be demo. And in this section, they have access into assets, accessory, licenses, components, and I save it. There we go, so that you can add user for it. For example, Emily. Okay, now Emily can have access into accessories, licenses, and what I just managed. You can also delete it and edit it. And click save. All right, that's all for permissions. Now we move to notification admins. So as named, notification admins is where you can manage who will get the information, the notification. For example, you want Emily, okay, to receive any resource, like any changes, any information about the app. For example, checked out, checked in, or any resource that has been reached minimum quantity, so that this Emily will receive everything, receive the notification. And we click save. And that's it for administrators. And last but not least, I would like to introduce to you that we have full like full set of references, you can see demo video. You can also access our website at asset.app, and then you will find ebook, user guide, blogs, and the support desk. These are also appears in on apps at the reference sections. So if you have any more any more questions, any more inquiries, or anything that makes you confused, just text us. Just do whatever you can connect to us. Maybe you can submit a ticket on support desk, and then we will definitely get to you, because we will support 24/7. And no matter where you are, no matter what are you doing, just text us. Okay. Also, we have Twitter and Facebook. You can follow us and keep to be updated for our new features or new notifications. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.